So in this lab, we'll be doing entity and sentiment analysis with the natural language API that is provided by Google Cloud. Um, so let me give you a brief walkthrough of what we have to do. So first we have to create an API key, which we already did in previous lab, just the same process. Again, we have to create a request of JSON using Nano, and we have to create a JSON request. Then we have to basically, uh, okay, that is what we have to do. Like first we have to create a request of JSON with that request body. Then we need to call the natural language API using Perl, which we already know how to do. And we'll get a response back. And that response, we are storing it in a file called result.json. So this operator that you see here, it's the redirection operator. It means whatever is the output of this command is, instead of showing it on the terminal, you write it to this file that is result.json. So the cat command basically displays what is the contents of the file. So when you do cat result.json, it will basically show the output of whatever this resulted in. And yeah, that's after that we have to check our progress. Read through the text. I think it will be very good learning experience. So yeah, I think this is all we have to do. So let's begin the lab. I'm going to open it menu in Incognito window. So the first task is to create an API key. So on that we know where to create an API key. So APIs and services credentials. Create credentials, API key. Copy this API key, save it in Notepad, and once it's saved, uh, go back and check my progress. Next, we basically need to run this command. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it in Notepad, and I'm going to remove everything after the equal sign. And I'm going to copy this and put it here. So this command we need to run in Google Cloud Shell. So we'll do that. Click on this button to activate Cloud Shell. Okay, I think I made a mistake here. We do not need to do it in Cloud Shell actually. We have a compute engine that has been already created for us. So we need to basically use that instead of the Cloud Shell. So go to compute engine and VM instances. You can see there will be an instance already created for us called Linux instance. So click on it and then actually click on this button SSH here. It will open up a new window. So we have got a terminal here, and we need to basically put our keys in this terminal, copy this command with it, and what else? Yeah, so we need to create a request.json. So the editor that is being used here is Nano, and I hope that you guys know how to use Nano. For this, uh, so I'm going to use an editor called Vim, which is similar to Nano. It's a terminal-based text editor, and here I'm going to copy paste this. You can do this exactly the same way in Nano, copy paste, and to save in Nano you need to do Control O and enter, and then to exit Nano you need to do Control X. Vim is a little bit different. So as you can see, first of all, when you are in Vim, like let me just teach you a little bit of Vim then. So you need to give Vim and then the file name, that is request.json. So Vim has something called modes. Okay, there is a normal mode, there is an insert mode, there is a visual mode. So by default you are in normal mode, and if you try to type anything, nothing will be typed actually. To type anything, you need to go into insert mode. And the way you go into insert mode is by clicking or by pressing I. So when you press I, you will be in insert mode. So you can see it's written down here, insert. So once you're in insert mode, you can type anything that you want as you wish. So you can copy this and paste this using Control V when you are in insert mode. Right now, I want to get back to normal mode because in insert mode I can only type. I cannot do anything else actually. So in order to get back to normal mode, I'm going to click on escape. So when I click on escape, you can see that the insert thing is gone. And now I can move using the arrow keys. I can also move using the HJKL key, H for left, J for down, K for up, and L for right. And to save in Vim, what I'm going to do is in normal mode, I press colon, W for write, and Q for quitting Vim. So this will basically write this file and at the same time quit Vim. So when I press enter, it's saved. So if I want to see the contents of it, I'm going to do cat uh, request.json. So you can see it's there. So then, yeah, click on check my progress. So yeah, it's done. Next, we need to basically make a call to the API using our request.json, and we need to save it in result.json. So copy it and paste it. So let's see what our result.json was. So we have some response back from the API, as you can see. So we can check my progress. So next up, replace this content with something else. Okay. So previously we have a different content there, and based on that content, the model generated a different response. Like, let me show you what the content was. It was something about John Rowling, who writes under the pen name of J.K. Rowling under Robert Galbraith, is a British novelist and screenwriter who wrote Harry Potter fantasy series. So There is some data about John Rowling, uh, that novelist, basically some data that your application might use for whatever your application is designed to do. Right? So yeah, you can change your content with whatever you want, and the API is going to generate a different response. So next, I think we need to do sentiment analysis. So yeah, replace the content with this sentence. I like the sushi, but service is terrible, and make the same request using the same command that you used previously. It's all the same thing. Basically, you are changing the content and getting different responses back from the model. You can read about this uh, task, analyzing syntax and parts of speech. So let's say here, John Rowling is a British novelist. So the response also has something called as parts of speech, where it's going to tell you about the entire sentence. Like parts of speech tells you that Joan is a noun. Dependency edge includes data that you use to create a dependency parse tree of the text. Essentially, this is a diagram showing how words in a sentence relate to each other. A dependency parse tree for the sentence above would look like this. So here you can see Joan Rowling is a noun, and is the verb, British is the adjective, novelist is the noun. You get the point, right? So I don't think that there is any more task to do. Okay, multilingual natural language processing. Same thing, this is just different language. I think it's Japanese. Okay, just copy paste it and make the request. So yeah, the lab, since there are no check my assessment checkboxes, so the lab is done. You can click on end lab and it's done.